Or the camera is amazing, the Vivo X100 Ultra teardown is here. Let's see if its new generation specs can justify its 1,000 yuan price hike. How powerful can this imaging module, thicker than any other phone, really be? What level can the custom motor and speakers for the X100 Ultra achieve? You'll know once you watch this teardown.
No weaknesses, everything is maxed out.
Congratulations on stumbling upon this video while your battery's low. The X300 Ultra, which gets at least 91 update requests daily. Right after its launch, I spent 6,999, almost 7,000 yuan, to get a film green one to do a teardown review for you all. As for the price increase, the top spec version went up by 500 yuan, and other versions by 1,000 yuan. I wonder if you can accept this price hike. So, let's open the package and first check out its appearance. Compared to the X200U, the splicing has shifted from the upper to the lower half. The Vivo logo is now horizontal, making it look more like a camera when shooting. Also, the previous generation X200 Ultra's camera button has been removed and the front screen has been changed to a full flat screen. I felt the body's thickness, and perhaps because it's now a flat screen, it feels noticeably thicker in hand. Actual measurements show the body is 0.1mm thicker, and the lens opening is 1mm thicker. To put it more simply, the previous X200 Ultra's opening was as thick as the Honor Air's, but this generation's opening is even thicker than the Honor Air's body. Correspondingly, the X300 Ultra's imaging setup this generation is also quite impressive. We'll see more as we disassemble it. Regarding their screen's refresh rate, the X300 Ultra has been upgraded to 144Hz. Brightness after comparing seems to be about the same. I checked, and general software adaptive mode can reach 120Hz, but for games, it can adapt to 144. Relatively speaking, this setting will save a bit more power. Okay, that's all for the exterior for now. What about the internal components of this X300 Ultra?
Let's quickly start disassembling. After heating, use alcohol to open the back cover.
Well, once disassembled, let's first look at the X300 Ultra's internal design on a scale of 1 to 91. What score would you give it? This large camera lens, it honestly looks quite exaggerated. Let's take it and compare it with their camera module of the previous generation's X200 Ultra. The material used for the back cover is glass, and that's definitely a positive point. Regarding the feel, I certainly still prefer the glass back cover over others. Now, the flash this time features a design that allows for zooming. The principle behind it is achieved by combining Fresnel lenses of varying specifications and adjusting the light's power, thereby enabling the light to zoom. That small hole on the deco's front isn't a mic. It's a pressure relief vent. The actual sound pickup hole is in the seam directly below the deco. The metal pillar behind the deco connects to the motherboard, making the deco function as an antenna. This design is now standard practice. The NFC coil on the motherboard cover is positioned in the deco's lower half circle. Now let's remove the motherboard cover. When disassembling it yourselves, be careful. On its right side, there's a very short blueprint camera flex cable. If you pull it directly with force, well, it will easily break. The front of the motherboard cover integrates an infrared emitter, a laser focusing module, and a rear microphone. The coil underneath supports 40-watt wireless charging, and this little guy in the middle is the key focus of this imaging upgrade, the blueprint primary color lens. Simply put, it's a color reproduction lens like Huawei and Oppo's. I checked the actual color reproduction effect. This is with the primary color lens block, this is without. Do you see a big difference? So, with the large rear triple camera module removed, the main and periscope lenses underneath are directly hollowed out, with a direct through VC liquid cooling design. This greatly improves heat dissipation for long video recording. The configuration of these three cameras is a 1.12-inch 200 megapixel LYT 901 main sensor and a 2.8-inch 50 megapixel LYT 818 ultra wide angle lens. The periscope telephoto this time uses a 1.4-inch 200 megapixel HP03 sensor. The telephoto's hardware parameters are largely unchanged from the previous generation, and the wide angles are also consistent. The main difference is in the main camera. The sensor has increased from the previous generation's 2.8-inch to 1.12-inch, and it's also been upgraded to 200 megapixels. However, there's a minor issue. When comparing it to the actual color, the X300 Ultra's red looks a bit oversaturated, but this is easily fixed. The manufacturer just needs a quick OTA update. The imaging configuration, it can be said, has taken another step up from the previous generation's superb base. If you want to experience Vivo's top-tier imaging, but your budget isn't as high as 7,000 yuan, then last year's X200 Ultra, the X200 Ultra is still a great option. Its photography level remains absolutely first class. I checked the Zhuan second-hand price, and it's now only 2,208 yuan. Compared to the newly released 6,999, it's directly 1,700 cheaper. Plus, every phone on Zhuan undergoes multiple rounds of official quality inspection, so the quality is guaranteed. Next, we'll remove the motherboard's screws and take it out. Overall, it's a dual-layer stacked board design. The performance trio includes the 5th Gen Snapdragon 8 Gen Plus LPDDR5X and UFS 4.1. Beyond this performance trio, it also features a VSE Plus imaging chip. The top speaker, once removed, is a Gore-Tex 1697 spec. This is truly the first time I've seen this. So I took a look at the top speaker's rear cavity, and it's sealed with a red rubber ring, and half of its rear cavity is integrated into the motherboard cover. This bottom speaker, it seems, is also custom made by Vivo. Compared to the previous X200 Ultra, the 1210 base is even stronger. Next, we'll remove this bottom speaker. The bottom speaker uses a 1115 specification. It's quite similar to the previous generation. Let's compare its actual external sound performance with the X200 Ultra. Okay, so what do you all think of this upgrade? The motor, I noticed, is directly glued to the charging port cover. So let's take it off. It's using The Rucheng Technology 7514 spec is 242 cubic millimeters. Its volume is still larger than the previous generation's 9593. This spec I'm also seeing for the first time. Compared to rivals, it's quite similar to the OnePlus 15 and the 0816 on the X9 Pro. You can check this table. I'm also seeing this motor for the first time. Vivo really has quietly customized many new components this time. So taking out the charging port, this port's transfer speed is quite impressive. It's USB 3.2 Gen 2 spec, meaning it can reach a speed of 10 Gbps, which is twice as fast as 3.2 Gen 1's 5 Gbps. I personally feel this setup means Vivo really wants to push into the video segment. With this configuration, transferring video footage will be much more convenient. Below the charging port, you can see this touch chip is Synaptic's S3910V. This is Android's top-tier touch chip, featuring a 3200Hz instantaneous touch sampling rate. Alright, okay, the battery is now removed. It uses a single-cell dual-interface solution. The manufacturer is Dongguan Xinengde. Regarding the battery capacity, it's said to have upgraded to a new silicon carbon anode battery technology, increasing the capacity by 600 mAh from the previous generation's 6000 mAh to 6600 mAh. However, the battery pack size has also increased accordingly. It's a 576874, so it wouldn't be suitable if you wanted to upgrade the battery pack for the X200 Ultra. Okay, so after seeing the internal components of this X300 Ultra, will you passionately order a Vivo or wait for the Oppo find, whose real device has already been exposed?
X9 Ultra?
Come to the comments.